Should Bola Ahmed Tinubu take treatment from a doctor who voted P2B? By Emmanuel Aziken. The news that President Bola Tinubu had dropped the nomination of Ruby Omudiwe as the Southeast nominee to the board of Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) has sparked different reactions in the country. No reason has been formally given for the withdrawal of the nomination. However, nearly all reports alleged that she was dropped after reports emerged that she was a supporter and and perhaps a vociferous canvasser of the P2B aspiration in the 2023 presidential election. The presidential villa has not come out to react to the claim. The news that a nomination was being dropped from Senate consideration came at a time when Godswill Akpabio-led legislative body was itself roiling under another controversy following the suspension of Senator Abdul Ningi. Ningi was suspended upon his allegation of the pardon of the budget to the tune of 3.7 trillion naira. That revelation is still gushing repugnant spews of corruption, with the most vexatious synopsis being that the Nigerian National Assembly has progressively desecrated the principle of prioritizing the allocation of national resources. Indeed, the budget should be swivel for the contractual relationship between the people and the government. However, revelations of the desecration of the 2024 budget of the Federation with such input as street lights, purchase of deep freezers, empowerment of traditional rulers, and other idiocies underline the betrayal that is the 2024 budget. It is no surprise that before this controversy, the National Assembly had fought to keep its budget secret over the past years. While it is not known if this line item budgets will ever be actualized, past incidents of thievery by lawmakers have been repeatedly established. There was the case of one lawmaker from Ogun State who converted an ICT training center into his personal business center. It is understood that the desecration of a budget deteriorated under the 9th National Assembly before the rot that is now in the 10th National Assembly. Whatever the decision to slam a suspension on Senator Ningi for raising questions on the alleged pardon is one that has drawn criticism from many political stakeholders. Do you sanction a man for bringing forward his view in a democratic society? If he has erred, why don't you subject him to court proceedings for defamation? Whether Ningi spoke the truth or not, what is clear is that the putrid eruptions from the saga that had otherwise been covered and Godswill Akpabio's Senate have further amplified the rot in the nation's democracy. It was also shameful that the minority leader of the Senate, Senator Abba Moro, contributed to throwing his colleague under the bus. His action will not help to redeem his image following the controversies that shadowed his occupation of office as minister during the Goodluck Jonathan administration. The culture of silence that the Senate appears determined to force on its members must be condemned, as it is a recipe for dictatorship. The culture of silence being forced on the Senate was apparently what rubbed off with the decision of President Tinubu to drop nomination of Ruby Omudiwe from the CBN board. Her nomination was reportedly torpedoed after some senators close to the president alleged that she supported P2B in the presidential election. This move, coming after the first nominee, A.K. Carlo, rejected his nomination, has now sent the presidency to call for a third nominee. It is significant with the president is having to endure this snag given the pattern of nominations by his administration that has clearly been biased against the two other regions of the South and favored the Southwest. It will be remembered that before the election, President Tinubu had cautioned the Southeast that they support him or else they would be left with only bread soaked in water. It will be remembered that before the election, President Tinubu has cautioned the Southeast that they support him or else they will be left with bread only soaked in water. It appears that the region could not be guessing anything worse than what the president promised during the campaign. The decision to drop Mrs. Omudiwe has, however, elicited strong disapproval from some who quoted the president as recently telling governors that time for politics was over and they should focus on governance. By withdrawing the nomination, the president has apparently turned away from positive governance and played up politics. He has, by this action, missed a big opportunity for inclusivity. The revelation that the former nominee is obedient was one big opportunity for Tinubu to act presidential and demonstrate his capacity in the country's fire figure. In this same negative streak that some alleged has stopped the Tinubu administration from jump-starting industrial growth using the automobile industry that is locally led by Innocent. You could imagine that officials of the government proper to import Toyota vehicles at great cost to the economy than prioritize innocent vehicles as a local brand and with it spur growth in the local economy. So given the fact that the administration is unwilling to patronize innocent vehicles, the question emerges on Twitter yesterday as to whether President Tinubu will allow himself to be tended to a doctor who supported Obi if he were the only one available. Would he? I guess so. President Tinubu must see Nigeria as a sick entity, leading no hands to nurse her down of this present situation, whether obedient or not. Now they see am. Are you people seeing it? All right. Well done. Tinubu love your decision. You don't expect him to make use of P2B supporter. She will definitely destroy his government. She and Kalu AK should wait for the appointment when P2B becomes president in 2019. The thing is, you are very silly. You are being very silly. Okay. It's still a country known worldwide with the majority of a bad element from your race trying to destroy it, but we are gonna get it. Alright. Let him pick MC Oluoma or Asari to stand as his doctor. His profession does not matter, just give him what he wants. Okay. We know that budget padding has been there, but we allow it to continue. Now we cause this one by ourselves. Budget padding, my brothers and sisters, the truth is we are not sense. As I dey, if you put me there, I go settle myself or my family, my guys go dey okay no matter the part of the country where they come from. Then go feel am. I go even pardon wella. We are all the same. After politics, life continues. Politics is just a game. President Bola Tinubu and Peter Obi are not quarreling. They will still talk on phone and tomorrow you will see them on TV together. We move, Mr. We move on because we are Nigerians and no condition is permanent. Alright, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.